It's that time once again. I have asked you to send me your silliest, stupidest, daftest redstone ideas, and you have responded in your thousands. There were tons upon tons of replies to this tweet. There were plenty of really good suggestions, so I have picked out 10 different ideas, and we're going to take a look at them in today's video. This first suggestion comes from Damien Dalfern H, and they have asked me to build a Grian hairstyle changer. So here we have Grian. As you can see, he's currently got some lovely hair. I think he's gone for like a 2000s boy band kind of vibe. I mean, there's definitely been some blonde hair dye in here. But what we're going to do is we're going to hit this button and we'll see how things change. Oh, I mean, Grian without his hair is horrifying. Let's hope that he doesn't have a history of baldness in his family, because that's going to cause a problem. Sarthak Tamhanka has asked me to build a Nether portal piston door. So here it is in all of its glory, and I have to say, I actually really like this thing. Now the closing isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but I tell you what is satisfying, the noise the Nether portal makes when the door opens. Are you ready? I mean, how cool is that? And it's definitely got me thinking, it would be amazing if we were to build this into a door, inside a door, maybe some form of vault door with a Nether portal in the center. I haven't really decided yet, but that's definitely something I'm going to experiment with, because that is a super satisfying opening and closing sequence. And also, if we take a look around the back, the redstone isn't exactly complicated either. All we have is the redstone for the pistons, the redstone for the one dispenser, and then we have like a double firer for the water, and that's everything. This next suggestion comes from Natalie Rose, and they've asked me to make an alarm clock that blows up if you don't turn it off in time. So this is the system that I've created. I have to say I haven't actually tested it just yet, but I'm hoping everything should function. So the first thing to test is, can I activate it without it actually being in alarm clock form? Right, okay, that's good. Means that I can't blow this thing up accidentally. That's fantastic. Right, now let's give this thing a proper test. I've just realised I've forgotten the combination which actually deactivates it. So see, if we can do it in time. And it looks like I actually managed to pull it off. We haven't caused an explosion. Right, let's try again. So once again, I'm jumping into bed. Now let's see what happens here. If I'm kind of a little bit slow to wake up in the morning. Do I have to get up? Can I not just go back to sleep? I can't sleep now? Oh, yeah, that would not be good. That would definitely wake you up. I could do one of these in my actual house, because I'm terrible at waking up in the morning. If I exploded, if I didn't get out of bed, I think I'd be more keen to get out. Bananas, with the profile picture Bananas, has asked me to make a Bananas machine. Now, for those of you who saw the Hermitcraft Civil War, you will know that while I was on mold duties, I had to send a secret message to G-Team, and I chose to use the term Bananas, although I did say it a few too many times and I kind of arose suspicion. So I thought I would create a machine that clearly represented that action by spamming bananas a lot. In fact, if we look through, I mean, there's a lot of bananas going through the chat right now. In fact, it's very difficult to actually find my hate. There's so many bananas. That's a lot of bananas. So 2 bananas. I hope you're happy with my build. Anyway, moving on to the next one. And we're actually going to be staying on the topic of the Civil War with this one. It comes from Explosive Boom, and they have asked me to make a Mumbo who pops out of the ground to do his mold duties. So this is what I created. Wow, I've accidentally clicked myself into cinematic mode. Yet that is, yeah, let's quickly turn that off because that is horrible to try and use. Right, so I stand down at the bottom here. As you can see, we have got some flush grass above us. And I'm going to pop up so that I can do some spying. You ready? So we flick this lever. And then there I... That is so much better than I was expecting. I think me holding shift, I never actually tried it out holding shift. I was always like this, which is also quite funny. But the thought of me just being sat just down here, observing what's going on and trying my best to be a good spy. Oh, that's spectacular. I'm really not cut out for this mold duty stuff. I mean, seriously. Another one from Sarthak Tamhanka. This time they've asked me to make a working YouTube channel subscriber counter. Now, I spent a lot of time on this one. It took a long time to be able to work out how to take the information from YouTube into Redstone. I mean, that was tricky, but we have just about managed to get it working, and every single time I gain a new subscriber, once we activate the machine, every single time I gain a new one, I will get a piece of paper out of the machine that says new subscriber. So, are you ready? Go. Is it broken? It all looks to be working. It seems like it's all functioning properly. I'm just not gaining that many subscribers. Oh yeah, this is embarrassing. So I haven't gained any subscribers since starting recording this at all. After crying into my pillow for a few hours because nobody likes me, let's move on to the next design. DADA has asked me to make a weapon door, or a door, but it's a weapon. So, I mean, I'm assuming it's a bit of a confusing message, and I don't really understand why, but I've built what I think you want me to build, which is a door, but it's also a weapon. Or at least it's not a door. In fact, I've just realized I haven't even built a door. It's something that you would think is a door, but in fact, it's a weapon. I mean, look, alright, it may not be a door, but it is definitely a weapon. And look how ridiculously simple it is. Now, I showcased this recently on the Hermitcraft series. All we need to do is have a powered rail, 3 of these TNT minecarts right here, and a block for them to crash into, and a block for them to propel themselves off of. And then when the player walks on top of the pressure plate, which has been lined up expertly, then everything blows up instantly. It's very spectacular and also incredibly deadly. James Tigmore has asked me to build a campfire that puts itself out. Now, of course, I was going to build this thing. You guys know I absolutely love making useless machines, systems where you place down a lever, flick it, turn on the system, and it turns itself off. That's just right up my street, so this is just an extension of that, and I have to say, I actually think it's cooler. Check that out. So you get the little flames, the smoke starts to pour out, and then immediately it switches itself off. I love... Oh, I've broken it. Give me a second. It is now fixed, and if we take a look around the back, you can see that the redstone is actually really, really simple. All we have is an observer, which detects an update from our campfire, and then that activates a system, which sends out our water. It's actually way simpler than a traditional useless machine, and I think far cooler. I'm going to build these. I tell you what, a large number of the responses for this video have been to do with mole duties, and I absolutely love it. This one comes from Logical Geek Boy, and they've asked me to make a self-destructing message. Think Mission Impossible. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Perfect for a secret agent, spy, or mole. So here we have my secret message, and if we walk over to the lectern, you can see that we place it inside and we can give it a read. So it says, this is a secret message. Please turn over if you're a spy. If you aren't, please don't turn over, as the message is secret, and it would be really good if you didn't read it. Now, I'm fairly certain that I'm a spy, so if we read it through, it says, bananas, this message will now self-destruct. I can't even do that right. I can't even destruct my own messages correctly. What I've done is I placed the TNT. I placed the TNT there and it's fallen into the void. I give up. I'm not cut out to be a spy. I can't help but notice that a lot of the redstone contraptions in this video have totally failed. Oh my word. And you know what? I think this last one I'm going to leave up to you guys, because Sarthak Tamhanka, again, the first person to get 3 submissions in one video, congratulations, they have asked me to build a working car engine. Now, I'll be totally honest, I've wanted to do this for years. Ever since I learned how an engine worked, I wanted to build it in Minecraft and try my best to replicate it to the best of my abilities, but I've tried a number of times, I've failed, I haven't been able to do it justice, and I've kind of sidelined the project, and I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it out there and ask for you guys to build it. Please, someone help there. Build a good working engine in Minecraft with spark plugs, with pistons moving, everything like that. I'd love to see it. Send it to me via Twitter. I cannot wait to see what you guys manage to come up with, because you're much better at Minecraft than me. Anyway, I think that just about wraps things up for today's episode of I Build Your Silly Redstone Ideas. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and I've just released a new film on the filming channel. It's a new mini documentary. It's really quite cool. I think you guys will enjoy it. There'll be a link to that one on the end screen. See ya.